It would seem that Ruth was correct as you discover inside numerous insightful sprites within the walls of Falcon's Nest. Deliver the good news to the Fountain. And there's a man what looks like he's found his marks. It's just the sort we need around here, the kind that'll help to when he sees a task undone. The first and foremost. You're a adept hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Not that I've any skill at arms to speak of mine, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be ways to keep you to myself when there's others out what need help same as me. So if you're keen to keep on doing what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the pike. The bloody huge statue out in the wastes if you've never been. Mason by the name of Tiramonte is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Theron, but I reckon he's taken on too much work for one. Might be there's something you could do for him. Disinclined to keep you to himself, Rolf implores you to pay a visit to the Freemans. A mason tending a Gradatron statue of a falcon's nest known as the Pike. Travel to the statue and see if the mason is in need of assistance. Well, to you, traveler, what brings you out this way? Hmm? Foreman Ruff bid you to assist me. Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just a thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay free and in me their bristles, I would be in your debt. Duremont has been tasked with the restoration of the sculpture, for which the dark bristles of deep ice would be most useful. Slavery of the beasts share their bristles for the mace. With your customary flair, you dispatch several deep pies and shield the air bristles, delivering to Tirum. There you are. Have you the bristles? Ah, feel how coarse that is. That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the seat from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Aldrath, first of the Azure Dragoons and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. Symbol of everything the Dravanian despise, which is why they've taken to stirring it with dragon fire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer the desecration of our nation's hero. Soon this statue will be as it once was, a proud shining testament to the determination of Ishgard and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian I could ask for no greater honor. More than a mere statue of Altrath, the first of the Dragoon, the pike is a proud symbol of Ishgardian defiance. Though the work may be hard and the conditions harsh, Deremont could ask for no greater honor than to tend the monument. From on high. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Hughes the Rat, stationed at the anvil to the west of you. She's always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. And while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. Firmont has always appreciated the kindness shown to him by Sir Usandor, a knight stationed at the observatorium post to the west known as the Anvil. For that reason, he wishes to return to her a package he believes she left behind by accident during her last visit. Uh, Deliver the package as paid and see if Sir Usandor recognizes it. What's that? A package? I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. Confounded, it's full of what a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Derrimont labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you not seen... Huh? Outra idea. By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A high-born knight cannot be seen favoring a low-born Aeson in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern as well as your willingness to assist, dear Ramont. May our journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwall. I must applaud your initiative, Master Joseph. Wolf tells me you have been quite busy. Sim, sim. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Intel included. Days of Azure. Greetings, Joseph. You look very much a teacher today. That is well, for his team is eager for a first lesson. Now, do you agree to accept her as your pupil? I suspect that you are not without reservation. You worry whether you will be equal to the task. Well, worry not. I have every confidence that you will make a fine mentor. Were I to offer you advice, however, it would be need to have patience. Though Justine is a master of her heart, it is all she has ever known. As such, it may prove a challenge for her to adapt, and like all of us, she is not without pride. There will be times when tact is required. I must also mention that Justine is zealous to a fault. I worry that she will overexert herself in her pursuit of strength. But I am keeping you from your lesson. Justine left word that she would be in the Western Highlands, testing her best against dragon spawn. Seek her out near the pike. Sir Alberic informs you that Justine is ready for her first lesson. Having offered you some words of advice, he bids you go to the Western Highlands of Corfaz. You will find your pupil near the pike, testing her last word against the dragon. Too many. Look out! You arrive to find Justine overwhelmed by dragons. Having dispatched the creatures that secure the area, return your attention to your pupil. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Our lessons have not even begun, and already you have seen me on my knees. I had been trying to match what last work of yours I'd seen, but without success. That was how the dragons managed to overwhelm me. Had I but fallen back on my tried and trusted techniques, I would have made short work of their ilk. But what would I have learned then? Now, what I know is no longer enough. The war exacts a heavy toll on us all, but none more so than we dragoons. If we are to survive, we must grow stronger. I must grow stronger. Joseph, will you demonstrate your techniques to me? I would study your movements up close. I suppose you have the right of it. There is no substitute for life foes. Come with me then. There is a suitable place west of the Black Iron Bridge. Justine thanks you for your timely arrival and explains that her predicament was the result of an unsuccessful attempt to mimic your unique style. In order to avoid a recurrence, do as your pupil bids and give her a formal demonstration of your abilities. Follow her to the area west of the Black Iron Bridge and lie in wait for dragons. When the creature appears, strike them down with your sublime last word. You have demonstrated your transcendent abilities to Justine, who appears to have what at once impressed and perplexed. Ask her what she thinks of your display. The techniques you employ differ not from mine, yet you overcome the enemy with such ease. What is it that separates us so? What is it that you are doing that I am not? Did I hear you rightly? You see no difference between our last work, but in the course of considering this, you conceived a new technique. The battle litany. Reduces critical hit rate of self and nearby party members by 10%. Heart of Justice. You still struggles to see how your last work differs from our own. Though you are unable to answer our questions in your attempt to do so, you experience an epiphany which inspires you to create your new Heart of Justice. A way to draw out your comrade's strength. Such an approach had never occurred to me. And small wonder, perhaps, for which Dragoons are thought to be relentless in offense. In order to bring down dragons, we strive to jump higher and strike harder. But in my single-minded pursuit of what I believe to be perfection, it seemed I ended up fighting only with my lance. So focused as I upon delivering the next blow, I rendered myself blind in other possibilities. You have opened my eyes, Joseph. If I am to trust in my limits to explain, I must cast aside my preconceptions. But the hour grows late. I must need to return to the congregation. Would you care to accompany me? It may interest you to see how your fellow dragoons live. In hearing of your new technique, Justine realizes that she must cast aside her preconceptions if she is to transcend her limits. If she would continue her lesson, the hour is late and her duty is called. Before she leaves, Justine extends to you an invitation to visit the home of the dragoons. Make your way back to Ishmael and meet your people before the entrance of the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. Welcome to the home of the dragoons. I had a mind to show you the premises, but my father has paid me a sudden visit. This is my father, Montorgains. Father, allow me to present you my mentor, the Azure Dragon Joseph. It is an honor and a pleasure both to make your acquaintance. I hope you will forgive me for inconceiving your plans, but what is a father to do? Dedicated to her duties as she is, my daughter scarcely comes home, and so I must go to her. Sim. A vida tem de ser levada com calma, senão é difícil. Father, I need one. I need some absolute calm. Father, please, we have spoken about this. I would strive to be a dragoon worthy of the name as you yourself were. All that I do to honor you. My child, you would honor me best by taking care of yourself. Well, I shouldn't overstay my welcome. Seeing you, Helen, hearty is enough. Till next time. He is so kind to me even though I shed not his blood. Like so many others, I was orphaned by the war. I would have died long ago, cold and alone, had he not found me and taken me in. All that I have I owe to him. It was for no other reason that to honor my father that I followed in his footsteps and became a dragoon. But if I am to live up to his legacy, if I am to protect Tishkart as he once did, I must needs grow stronger. And I will, under your sage guidance. I look forward to our lessons to come. It now slipped my mind that Albert wished to word with you. The priest he came up at the observatory at your earliest convenience, perhaps after you have had a wander inside the congregation.